What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with some pretty incredible breaking news coming out as yesterday the House of Representatives passed new legislation that will take them one step closer to rushing to get done with stimulus before the end of the year. And I've let you know here on the channel, they've said things likely to get done could be Social Security new bill that could give seniors an extra $2,400 a year. You can see this just came out yesterday. And also I mentioned to you the number one we're hearing is child tax credits. Some argue now is the best chance to expand the program. And a lot of people are asking too, what about those $2,000 forced stimulus checks that we've been promised? Well, you guys, we're hearing that their focus has been averted to other things, but as of yesterday, that could be changing as, take a look at this. The House passes a bill to avert the looming rail strike, which we have heard could devastate the economy, and they're trying to address this. They have until December 7th. I'm going to get you all the details, which means likely after that date, we could see brought back to the forefront some of these stimulus provisions we're hearing they're rushing to get done in this lame duck Congress session. House passes a bill to avert the looming rail strike, sending it to the Senate ahead of a crucial deadline. And take a look at this. Rail strike likely be averted as labor bills head on to the Senate. But we will see, because we're hearing they are not quite done yet, and there still are some obstacles. Now, as I mentioned, they have till December 7th. If they do not get this done, that could be devastating for the economy, adding even further to a potential recession in 2023 if we're not already experiencing one right now. We received warnings from the Federal Reserve. There's a 50-50 chance. We're hearing this from the Federal Reserve that we're going to be entering into a recession in 2023, and things are not going to be good with the economy. Now, that also, though, could further push Congress to send out those stimulus provisions, because they're saying those are the number one things to help fight poverty as we enter into a recession. It's been done multiple times before in other recessions, not just the one that we've experienced with the pandemic, and they're saying stimulus checks could likely be coming. Now, we will see. I'll keep you up to date, but they're saying their new focus is going to be the child tax credits. They want to get this done by the end of the year, and also Social Security. And we'll see if those fourth checks come in 2023, all contingent upon the state of the economy. So I'm going to dive right in, get you caught up on the latest coming out as the House has passed this. We're hearing it's moving on to the Senate. They could be taking this up as early as today. I'm going to get you all the latest details. Now, before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Smash the like button if you appreciate the content. Hit subscribe to stay up to date. I keep you up to speed on stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases, SNAP, PEBT benefits, everything going on, the student loan debt forgiveness. I'll keep you up to date. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also check out my kids' new channel, Liam and Naya. They released a new video. I'm very proud of them. They're doing a great job. If you have little ones, I hope they enjoy it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these articles, get you caught up on the latest. Now, take a look at this article. Now, just to clarify, if they do not get this done on time and they actually do go on strike and things just completely stop with the railways, they're saying this could be massively devastating to the economy, that this is going to hurt in so many more ways with supply chains. House passes a bill to avert the looming rail strike, sending it to the Senate ahead of a crucial deadline. Now, the article says the House passed legislation Wednesday to avert potentially catastrophic rail strike that President Joe Biden warned could threaten the U.S. economy just weeks before Christmas. The bill, which passed 290 to 137 with broad bipartisan support, now heads to the Senate, where both Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell have said lawmakers need to intervene this week. And I shared with you yesterday that Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said, we have agreement, bipartisan. We have got to get this done. We've got to get it taken care of. We've got to address many of these issues. Once these are taken care of, these are urgent issues, then after that, we're hearing that Congress wants to address child tax credits, Social Security increases. We'll see if either of them get done before the end of the year. Now, Leader McConnell and I both want to pass it quickly, said Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. We understand the time deadlines, and we'll be working together and figure out the best way to get it done quickly. But the senators have just days to act. Railway workers vow to strike by December 9th if the new agreement can't be reached, and some lawmakers are threatening to throw up roadblocks That could slow down the process. Senator Bernie Sanders, a Labor ally, said Tuesday that the bill does not go far enough and that he will hold it up in the Senate until they vote on his amendments to ensure that workers get paid sick leave. And that's what all of this strike is about. They want paid sick leave. At this time, you're going to see they have no paid sick leave. At this time of record profits in the rail industry, it's unacceptable that rail workers have zero guaranteed sick paid days. Now, let me know your thoughts about that in the comments down below. Bernie Sanders says, "It's my intention to block consideration of the rail legislation until a roll call vote occurs on guaranteeing 7 paid sick days to rail workers in America." Also, other progressives wouldn't commit to backing the rail proposal either. Senator Elizabeth Warren also said that she wanted paid sick leave included in the final bill. There is plenty of money for these rail companies to provide sick days for people who are actually doing work. And while he touted Biden as the most prominent president of our lifetime, Senator Sherrod Brown said that he has not decided yet how he will vote. House Democratic leaders came up with a creative solution to address the concerns of progressives in their caucus. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Tuesday night that the House would vote on the rail legislation, which would adopt a tentative agreement that the White House negotiated between the rail companies and the labor leaders in September. But the House also passed a bill on Wednesday that would add 7 days of paid sick leave to the deal. On a much closer 221 to 207 vote, with 3 Republicans voting yay, both bills will now be sent to the Senate, which can decide how to proceed. So they've got 2 options there. So the first one did not include it. The second one is an amendment that would include it. So they're saying that hopefully they can get this through. Now, it's not just liberals who are slamming the legislation and saying it needs to be fixed. Conservative Senator Marco Rubio said that he wants Congress to get out of the way and the workers and the operators to go back to the negotiating table. Just because Congress has the authority to impose a heavy-handed solution does not mean that we should, he said in a statement. It is wrong for the Biden administration, which has failed to fight for workers, to ask Congress to impose a deal the workers themselves have rejected. Rubio said that he wouldn't vote for any agreement that does not have the support of the rail workers. Now, jumping down, listen to this. Pete Buttigieg said Wednesday that a rail strike would affect just about every part of the U.S. economy almost immediately, from drinking water to agriculture to the auto industry. This is not a time when we can afford to have a lot of maneuvering. Any kind of long and winding road or any kind of politics introduced here, the American economy really cannot handle the consequences of a shutdown, and we can't let it even get close, he said. But listen to this. 4 of 12 railway unions rejected the White House brokered deal this year, and Biden on Monday called on Congress to step in after talks between workers and the employers appeared to stall. While the December 9th deadline is more than a week away, railroads need to notify shipping companies a week earlier by this coming Friday if a strike is planned. So we're going to be finding out here very soon what's going to be unfolding with this, likely by this Friday, which is tomorrow. The economic consequences of a strike could be dire. Biden said up to 765,000 people could be put out of work in the first 2 weeks. Congress has the authority to block a strike and impose a labor agreement on the workers under the 1926 law, the Railway Labor Act, designed to prevent the interruption of interstate commerce in labor disputes. After the House vote Wednesday, Biden urged the Senate to move quickly. Without action this week, disruptions to our auto supply chain, our ability to move food to tables, our ability to remove hazardous waste from gasoline refineries will begin. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Tuesday aboard the Air Force One that Biden is confident that we will not have a rail strike. That is what he's confident about. She said he's confident that we're going to get resolution on this. So we will see you guys, but right now, that is their primary focus. It's very important that they get this taken care of. And like I said, this could disrupt everything. Now, if this strike does take place and it does disrupt it, it would even advance further the likelihood of us getting a recession. It would likely come very quickly, which then would mean also stimulus provisions, stimulus checks would likely be needed. It would not be a good thing. I mean, a lot of people need help. That's awesome. That's good to send help, especially after they promised it. But they're sending it when people are going to be hurting really bad if this unfolds. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned, before 2023, we're hearing child tax credits. This just coming out this week. Some argue now is the best chance to expand the program, and we're hearing that negotiations are taking place right now between Senator Mitt Romney and Bennett to try to get this taken care of. And also, I've let you know there's 3 proposals on the table for Social Security. Now, it appears that child tax credits are getting a little bit more attention than the Social Security increases, but whatever unfolds, I will be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. Now, also, in regards to $2,000 fourth stimulus checks, PEBT benefits, SNAP, I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. Be sure to check out this video right here to hear the latest on $2,000 fourth stimulus checks to everybody in the nation, where things currently stand. And I'll keep you up to date. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.